Greetings, young men. This is Principal Kafele. See, I'm outdoors today. I'm at a rest area, and you may notice it's pretty loud out here. I got 3 tractor trailers behind me, little wind out here, but I'm on this long 2.5-hour drive from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Detroit, Michigan. Just finished speaking all day. Going to speak all day tomorrow, but as I'm driving, I said, let me break up this monotony by pulling over into a rest area and recording a message to your son video. So if you hear the trucks behind me, if you hear the brakes, if you hear the horns, if you hear the engines, hear whatever, don't mind them. Focus on me. But before I get back in the car, as I always say, I got a message for you. And that message is, young men, get yourselves a small journal, a small pocket notebook, and record your thoughts and your ideas. Once again, get yourselves a small journal, a small pocket notebook, and make sure you record your thoughts and your ideas. What am I saying? I'm saying to you, ideas are going to pop into your head. And when I say ideas, I'm talking about big ideas. $1 million ideas. Ideas that can generate a whole lifestyle for you. The lifestyle you want to live for yourselves. Doing the things that you want to do for yourselves. But the problem is, a lot of times when we have these thoughts, when we have these ideas, if we don't record them, we lose them. We forget them. As big as it was. Because we go on to other thoughts, other conversations, other issues, other concerns in our lives, and that little idea, because ideas, they're just these little things. They don't necessarily, I should say, stay with us over the long haul. So I'm saying to you, when it comes your way, you got to record it. You got to jot it down. You got to put it on paper. Got to put it somewhere special that you can kind of store away for a later date. So here you may be going through your daily ritual, your daily routine, and bam, here comes this idea. Here comes this thought. Here comes this notion. And you're not in position to write it because you don't have the notebook with you. You don't have the pen with you. And now here this $1 million idea pops up and you didn't record it and you can't do nothing with it. But if you had that journal with you, with the pen, or you had that notebook with you and the pen, you could just stop and pause and jot it down. Just jot it down. Maybe it's not even going to be relevant to your life for another 5 years, 10 years. But here it is, something that could be money producing. Here it could be something that can become an asset to your community, an asset to your family. But you didn't jot it down. You didn't write it. And now next thing you know, you forgot about it. And then someone else has the same idea, the same thought, the same notion later on in life. They act upon it, and now it's theirs. They take ownership of what was once your idea, what was once your thought, what was once your notion. So I'm saying to you, gentlemen, in this short message to your son, keep a notebook with you. Keep a journal with you. So that when you have that idea, you can jot that idea down. When you have that thought, you can jot that thought down. Doesn't have to necessarily be for something big that you do later on. It could be something small that you do right now. It could be just something that you need to get done right now. But you can't do it right this moment. But it needs to be done. So you jot it down instead. Put it in the journal. Put it on the notepad. Put it on the paper. But something that you can keep with you. Something you can keep in your possession, or something you can store and then you refer back to it later on. So I'm saying to you as I'm closing, keep the journal, keep the notepad, keep the small notebook with you in your possession, so that when it's time for you to act upon it later, to implement what you said, to do what you said, you got it in writing so you didn't forget it. And now you can make something happen of it because you were smart, because you were intelligent, because you were wise enough to jot it down and keep it with you. Store it somewhere that you could put your hands on it later. That might be the difference between your success and your failure. Might be the difference between a breakthrough and just trying to get through. So you listen to what I'm saying to you, write it down on the pad, on the notepad, the journal that you keep in your possession, because you never know when these thoughts may pop into your head, when these ideas may pop into your mind, and you want to be prepared for them, because over the course of 24 hours, our minds generate a whole lot of thoughts, a whole lot of notions, a whole lot of ideas, and we don't want to forget any of them. I keep a small notepad in my back pocket or my jacket pocket all day, every day, because I don't want to blow an opportunity. So make sure that you do the same. Enough said, young men. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. This is Principal Kafele out here in Michigan. I don't know where I am. I just know that I'm somewhere between Grand Rapids and Detroit. I get to Detroit, have some dinner, take it down, rest, and I'll be ready to make it happen with some teachers tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening. Peace.